Thank you, Deputy Speaker. The other benefit we now have is that we had a trial during COVID where small businesses were able to actually write off large purchases immediately. So we don't have to guess anymore. Now, this resulted in record tax receipts, which was a major contributor, along with record contributions from the mining and resource sectors that resulted in the surplus created by the previous coalition government that this Labor government, of course, are taking the credit for. Kind of ironic that the industries this government despise and don't support, like coal, gas, agriculture and small business, are actually going to supply the funds for them to waste on all the non-income producing industries like renewables, etc. The other issue with this bill, Deputy Speaker, is the June 30, 2024 cut-off date. Many small businesses will only find out about this initiative when they go to their accountants to do their tax for the 2024 financial year, and that'll be too late for them to take advantage of it. The date needs to be extended till at least 2025 or have no expiry date, giving small business certainty. Sadly, we've just found out that 5% of small businesses shut in the last year, which is the worst result since the GFC. One common denominator between the last 12 months and the GFC, a federal Labor government. Now, having been in small business since 2001 myself, I can say that between 2001 and 2006, under John Howard, my business grew 300%. 2007 to 2013, less than 5%. 2013 till 2019, when I entered this place, 45% increase. Just purely the government of the day. Business confidence is something that you cannot buy. And small business owners that I associate with, that I talk to, that I know personally, we all have the same attitude, and that is when Labor are in, we just batten down the hatches and prepare for the worst. You don't spend, you don't invest, because there is no trust. Now let's talk about the electricity incentive. It's a great idea in principle, but again, unless you've been in small business, you wouldn't understand that it doesn't really help most small business owners unless they own the premises that they're actually operating out of. And most businesses, as we know, rent their premises. So by offering them incentives to upgrade the equipment, that would be the landlord's equipment. It wouldn't actually be their equipment. And I've got to say, in the 20 years that I rented premises, I wasn't really interested in upgrading the landlord's equipment so that when I left the building, he would enjoy the benefit. So if you really want to get serious about this, then you need to make sure that the landlord is the one who's getting the benefit of upgrading the equipment, not the business owner. So either you're doing this because you know that it won't be taken up, because you don't want to spend the money, or you really just don't understand business. I don't know which. Superannuation. I had a local smash repair business that 20 years ago bought a shed that he operates out of in his self-managed super fund for around $500,000. Of course, real estate's gone up a lot the last 20 years. Now, that is valued at over $3 million. So under the new rules proposed by this government, he will now have to pay tax on the $2.5 million gain, even though he hasn't actually sold it. That's right. He hasn't actually received the money. So my question is that what if the real estate market tanks in the next 2 years after he's paid this tax, and it goes back to being worth $1.5 million? Will there be a refund? You cannot possibly tax people on money they haven't earned. It's just absolutely incredulous to go down that path. Not to mention farmers, who many of them have superannuation, self-managed superannuation funds that own property, that they run livestock on, and they're going to be slugged with these bills because the property's been now valued at over $3 million. They're going to have to sell those properties, which means that they won't be able to run as much livestock, which is going to create a shortage, increase prices to the end consumer. It just goes on and on and on. There is just no business acumen at all by this government. Only the coalition understands small business, and small business only ever thrives under coalition governments. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the facts.
Question.